picking up a good shaker of Gamerades, which you can get right now with code UWU for 10% off. Ah, my gamer HIV is advanced into advanced gamer AIDS. I gotta stop doing that bit. Still in Octos? I'll be real, bro. I'm kind of falling off a cookie clicker. I've kind of hit the wall in cookie clicker. No longer are the Ascensions getting me Mega Bank. I had the penis special. Okay, first of all, it's the penis meta. Don't call it the penis special. Second of all, the S was yellow. Yeah, I just did it like a little bit ago. I warned you, it took my roommate over 3 years to 100%. I have no intent of 100%ing. I just, at this point, if it wasn't for the fact that it's in the corner of the stream, I would have completely given up on maintaining it at all, because I'll be real, fam, I kind of don't care anymore now. And once I get all the Ascension stuff unlocked, I'll definitely not care. But, like, I'm not even, like, interacting with it at this point. Dude, the ground loop is so bad. How is it so fucking bad? Can you guys hear this shit? Is it my cheap-ass XLR cable, or is it this mic? Because the other mic that I had to stop using because the shit kept ground looping. It's so annoying. Aye. I'll get a new one. Not like I can get anything in right now, though. All my shipments are delayed, which is why we're doing some bullshit today instead of the stream we're supposed to be doing. Swaglord, thank you for the 100 bits. I got an idea. Making medicine the old way by crushing up herbs and roots in a bowl and also wearing a plague mask. That... You mean like an old, like, apothecary? If you guys think that'd be funny, maybe. Shamu, thank you for the bits. Bibsmith, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Rotting Skeleton, thank you for the 4 months. DP Goatman, thank you for the 4 months. Misplays, thank you for the fresh prime. Sub and unverified chatter, thank you for that 17 months. I appreciate y'all. Time to make a homemade flamethrower. Hang on, what was that? What was that, like, god tier stream idea that one of you guys hit me with yesterday afternoon? It was like first time chatter, streamer build UFO piss on alien. It was not only a bad idea, but it was like strung together by someone that could barely coherently form a sentence. Maybe one of the greatest suggestions of all time. UFO piss on bird, that's it. Build UFO piss on bird. That's fucking awesome. That's an amazing recommended. Oh my gosh. Hang on, let me pop out the YouTube chat real fast. What is up, YouTube chat? What is up, my neglected adopted son? Welcome to the stream. New YouTube video dropped today, by the way. It's pretty freaking epic, as the children say. It's, I'm building the ultra carbonation device. Sci-fi original. It came from your urethra. That's epic. Cuck chat. Don't call them the cuck chat. That's mean. I appreciate my YouTube bros. I just can't read their chat and the Twitch chat at the same time and keep up with both. You read our chat? Yay! Yeah, I do sometimes. It's just hard to keep up with both sometimes. Mandarin Slav? Yeah. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, okay? If you're like, I don't care about a fucking carbonator. Fine. That's fine. But click on the video and scroll to the last 3 minutes where Tomato included a little bonus segment at the end where it is the Billy Mandarin translated version of the stream. But then he has translated it back into English with an AI TTS. And it's one of the funniest segments, like, of all time, maybe. It's so fucking funny, man. You gotta at least watch that. If you don't give a shit about any of the rest of the video, at least watch that. Yo, Mr. Pig, thank you for the 8 months. I don't quite understand what we're making today. Could you explain it, please? I'm gonna get right to that. Turtle Taco, thank you for the 100 bits. Hope all that Seamsa is going good for you. Seems that you're as cute as ever, A. Lamau got him. Alright, we're getting a little too flirtatious there, Turtle Taco. Watch yourself. Yo, Brain Red Reams. Sorry. Banera Dreams. Thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate ya. And, Sue Short. Thank you so much for the fresh prime. I appreciate y'all. Is that Dono raid still in the video? I can't remember if he left that in or not. I watched the first 20 minutes. Guess this isn't a great sign I didn't watch my own video. But, to be fair, I literally lived it. So I already know what happens. Alright, hang on a second. Let me do our little intro of what we're doing today. Alright, today, we're gonna be making one of those crazy light show timing systems that you always see on TikTok. It's like, okay, so I didn't know how to sell the stream today. Normally, I try to make sure that the project is describable in a brief, like, one-sentence thing. Like, cooking chicken in every oil. Oh, that's nice. You know exactly what you're coming in for. This thing, I have no fucking clue what it's called. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, how to describe it. Basically, I've seen all these TikToks of these things that they use in, like, India and China and anywhere where they're on a budget and they can't afford a fancy, like, digital sequencing system. So that they can have these, like amusement park rides where you have, like, the lights that are going, like, or, like arcade-type setups, wherever you have those, like, sequenced lights. And what they do is instead of using these big, fancy PLC relay system, they have a giant drum, like a giant wooden cylinder that has strips of metal on it, and the strips of metal are energized with line voltage, and then on top there are these little drag wires that hang on top, and as it turns, it hits the strip of metal and activates the line that's dragging across the thing. And when you see them, there's like sparks flying off of them all over the place. It's like the most unsafe way possible to pull this off. But it's intrigued me greatly, and I want to build one myself and see what it's like. So basically, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Like a player piano, but deadly. Honestly, we could use it to play music like a music box if we wanted to. Yeah, if you guys are so inclined, you know what we could do? We could set up the bells that I already have, because I used to have them be chat controlled. And I could have the voltage control those, which might be something interesting. Because I don't really have an idea for what I'm wanting to sequence so much as I just want to try to build the sequencer. Because it's such a weird, dangerous device. So a spark generator? Yeah, basically. Alright, Baka Seaweed, thank you for the 100 bits. Duct tape dress, thank you for the 100 bits. Stream idea, filling different Pinkie Pie jars with different liquids and seeing the effects. You know, that's foul. But I'll put that one aside. Because that has some potential, unfortunately. Core Mosh, thank you for the 1,500 bits. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Fucking Biblical, thank you for the $2. Hit me, Batman. Hit me, Batman. Hit me. The Ja fan, thank you for the fresh T1. Thank you, I appreciate you. The Dono Ray didn't make it into the video. I was gonna say, I didn't see it in there, but also, when I watch the videos back, I put them on the second monitor, and I'm mostly just making sure that, like, I don't know, it's, like, a good video. I'm not paying super attention to the project, because literally I already lived it. I did the project. Holy shit. Dude, Agrid Grassland, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. To I'm a Passive Fist, Cloud Mints, MWF Fan, B15, Emanone, and Space Ace Cadet. Thank you so much. Boy hit me with a bucky. Second monitor content confirmed. People all the time leave comments that are like, I love putting you on my second monitor to fall asleep to. And it's like, I'm not gonna take offense to that. I'm gonna be surprised that you're falling asleep while I'm, like, screaming. Holy shit! Hingle Kringle the Third, thank you for the bits. Alright, hang on. What is with all these fucking cursed-ass followers? Because a few minutes ago... Who was it? A few minutes ago, Gay Furry Sloppy Toppy followed, and now I Love Femboys just followed. Normally I don't see the follow list, but they caught my eye. What the hell are these guys up to, bro? Aye, aye. Alright. I'm gonna build... So, I want to use this as my base cylinder. The problem with this, obviously, is that the cylinder is made out of metal. So, we're gonna have to put something insulating over it, and then go on top of that and put little strips in for it to be able to hit. We'll see how that all works here in a second. It really was the grounding loop. Hey, wait, it's not really humming like it was before. Yo, James Matthew, thank you for the $10. Glad to see you streaming. After the shift I had, I was gonna crash out. Hope you're staying warm. Yeah, I am. It's literally, like, not possible to go outside today. It's snowing so bad. It's, like, 0 visibility. And has been for the last few hours, which is crazy. I haven't seen it this bad in a while. But we're staying good. I do need I need it to calm down for tomorrow because I have some appointments to go to, and also I need to do my grocery shopping. So they need to fucking chill out, bro. I need to at least be able to get out of my house. Yo, GM Roche, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys are doing fine. Kimiar Dabs, thank you for the $5. His next project should be an exoskeleton so he can be super strong. I've considered doing like an Iron Man suit type thing. The thing is, there's a guy on YouTube who's actually done a more like movie Iron Man accurate type suit. He's got like the actuators in the arms, but then he also has like these jet engines on his back. If you have enough money, you can actually make something like that with off-the-shelf parts, which is kind of crazy. I don't have that kind of money, though, because each one of those jets he was running on his back are like 20 grand. I ain't got, I ain't got that. Have you seen the Atlanta Iron Man? Is it that guy? Coffee can or hominy? Watchmakery. You realize there's more shit that comes in giant cans than coffee and hominy, right? And if you're wondering, this one was, tomatoes. I buy the good, like, San Manzaro tomatoes in this big-ass can, because it's the most efficient way to buy them, and then I make a shitload of sauce, and I can it. I do, like, can it all hot so it self-seals, and then I have, because they'll last, in the fridge, they'll last, like, a month or so, and then I got a month's worth of, pasta sauce. It's pretty good. You can tell it's tomatoes because it's slightly orange on the inside. In any case, our insulators that we're going to put on here, I'm probably going to use painter's tape and masking tape. I have a lot of masking tape. I have a lot of masking tape, so it should be well. Here's what I'm wondering. Do I electrify this entire can? Like, make it so that the masking tape blocks out segments, but, like, keep this strip uncovered so that this one can energize the can, and then have this where, like, sets of it are covered up by the masking tape. But then I'll need to isolate it from my motor, because I think I'm going to be using this little gear motor that I have. Just because it's pre-geared down, I don't have to do any, like, speed control or anything. Or energize of the shaft. No. I don't want to energize the motor or the gearbox. Preferably. 12 volts on this guy, I think. I think that even with it being geared down, it's still going to be, like, pretty fast relative to the size of the cylinder. But we'll see. Nah, it's not that fast. You guys can't see it spin, so hang on a second. Let me put a little flag on it, so you can see the speeds we're dealing with. This just already has a nice little gearbox on it to make sure that it goes slow, because we don't want it to be like, or it's gonna be going insane. That's how fast this goes. I think it's like 20 revolutions a minute or something. So that one's pretty slow. Which is what we want. We don't want the can to be moving that fast. You can fit a lot more sequencing on it when it moves slower. Aye. Will I be able to do something like this myself? Yeah, you should be able to. You don't have to. I'm gonna run it with high voltage from the outlet. And I know it's not high voltage, but line voltage. Dangerous voltage. But really, something like this should be capable of being run off of like low voltage, completely safe. And you can effectively build your own janky sequencer out of like a tin can and a gear motor, which is kind of a cool idea. Sweet eyebrows, thank you for that gift sub. King Labubu, thank you for that fresh Prime. Sorry, it's not fresh, it's 5 months of Prime, thank you. Baka Stewie, thank you for the bits. Cook beans in your bathtub, that would be funny. Brother, I did a seafood boil in my bathtub. That was pretty crazy as is, I feel like. Polo Media, thank you for the gift sub to Gay Furry. I appreciate you. Ooh, why not get a piezoelectric crystal from a lighter to generate the spark? Because the goal isn't to generate sparks. It just does that as part of its operation. The goal is to make a sequencer. Hang on. I feel like I need to show you guys a video so that you actually understand what we're doing. Because as I said, I understand that this is not as straightforward as these things normally are. So hang on one second. No, not that kind of drum sequencer, motherfucker. Light sequencer rotating drum. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, this. Okay, hang on. Check this shit. This is what these look like when they're in like the biggest ones. See it? This shit's fucking catching on fire, bro. Every time I see a video of one of these things, they're catching on fire because they're blowing sparks everywhere. Hang on, let me see if I can find a video that's a little bit better on this. Light sequencer rotating drum. Here's what they look like when they're working. You can see how this is a fire hazard, right? But it makes me incredibly intrigued. I'm very intrigued by this device. I also love the cable management that they got going on over here. We're making advanced Indian technology. Spicy music box? Yeah, kind of. And then it does this.
With the best chef from West Virginia, and he's showing me the local culinary delight.
To get the best taste out of the biscuits and slop, we need to ensure a sufficient browning. This is achieved by...
No, they cut you off. This is achieved by boiling in a slightly washed toilet. Shut the fuck up, okay? The engineer yearns for the electric spark. I'm intrigued by janky things that work. Baka Siwi, thank you for the 100 bits. I saw that video. Beans would be better. I can't say particularly if I'm going to be taking you up on that one, brother. When I read drum sequencing, I thought it was a percussive synth. If this makes it to a YouTube video, I'm probably going to call it, like, building janky Indian technology or some shit, because it's way too fucking hard to explain what the hell this thing's supposed to be. People do not understand it at all. What's the threading on the inside of it? Do I need a M3 screw, maybe? Hang on a second. Is this safe? Nope. Not at line voltage. If you are not a professional, you should not be doing this. See, this is not the right threading. Oh, wait. Nope, never mind. Maybe it is the right threading. Ah ha ha. Okay. I need to get a, If that's the right threading, then I need something that can sit in this cylinder that doesn't make contact directly with the drum. Honestly, it could... Well, no, it'd be way slow if it just hooked down here and then rolled. Because we could set this on bearings and then have something physically roll it. That is another option. Yeah, if you do this at 5 volts, it's safe. If you do this at, like, 12 volts or, like, you know, your standard DC low voltage, you'll be fine. But I don't recommend doing it at enough voltage to cause sparking. Not if you want to, like, try it yourself, you know? Alright, hang on a second. Let me... I know I have bearings. Here we go. Oh! We just set up a gantry of some sort for this. Make it with 5 volts and lick the spinning can. Good lord, man. The things y'all are always recommending are they're always fucked up. I have these, which have the smaller opening, and then I have these big boys. These have a much wider. Either one will work for our purposes. Yo, Phantom the Cat, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Yeah, I got the Yippee speaker working again, by the way, as you can tell. Now, if you spam +2s, it'll go Yippee, and if you spam -2s, it'll go bah. So you know, just in case you were wondering. It used to, that was a redeem that I used to have that was pretty popular. And then it broke. So it hasn't been in use for a while. And now it's back, baby. Where's my fucking bearing rod? Genghis Crayon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Put a fake hamster in it. You already put a little rodent in there? Hang on, I do have a fake rat. Maybe I could put that in it. Dude, there's like a bunch of tape on here. Do I even try to take this off? Maybe not, actually. Motherfucker. Ugh. The idea would be that this is mounted in such a way that this has bearings, and there's another one on the other side that has them, and then this thing can spin freely. That's the idea that we're going for here. Holy shit, a goat, technically. Thank you for the $50. Hey, what are you doing? Why and where did you get the parts? The parts are scrap that I have from other projects because all my projects for this week got completely fucked over due to every shipment that I had in process getting delayed because of the winter storm. So, I had to improvise. I had a tin can and high voltage and bearings and motors and stuff, so that's what we're doing. And we're building a cool, dangerous light sequencer. And Phantom the Cat, thank you for the 1,200 bits. Thank you. I watched yesterday's stream with the Yippee revival. Bless up. That was a good one. I'm glad we managed to get some actual progress out of yesterday's stream, even though it was so cursed. Yeah, we have to make do with what we got. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, hang on. I might actually need to use the bigger bearing rods, because I think I at least have 2 of those. Yes, I do. These are some thrash bearing rods. As bearing rods, these are absolutely torched. They have, like, grooves worn in them from the bearings getting stuck in the trackers, but they'll work perfectly fine for this. Here, for this one already has this little tape buffer that'll center this up properly. So that's pretty nice. See? That's what we're after. Alright. And we'll have that running. I think that's how we're gonna set up for. Why is it so easy to set off the yippee but not the burnt? Because whenever you do a +2, it undoes a -2. And whenever you do a -2, it undoes a +2. So it's a tug of war. It's not just +2s and -2s. Who needs ball bearing when you have tape? I mean, we're effectively using both here. Now, the idea is that we should be able to have one here and one here. It probably would also just roll on this without needing the bearings at all. It'll roll a lot smoother with the bearings, though. That's for damn sure. So, even if... Can I even, like, prop this up in such a way that I can... Oh, hang on. Even with these just loosely on here, this should make it roll easier. That does make it roll easier, but we still need the center tap. What do we do here? What's the play? I'm trying to think of how we go about mounting it all up. We could also, and I know that you're thinking this would take long, but it would really take like 15, 20 minutes probably. We could 3D print a little thing to go on the end of this that would make it a lot easier to screw in. Actually, let's do that. Okay, it'd take maybe, if I buff it out a little bit, it would take longer than 15 minutes. But we could get the rest of this thing working without it. All right, hang on a second. Let's get Blender up again. Let's go. There we go. Window capture, Blender. Let's do... Let's see. The shaft, lip bite emoji. 6 millimeters. So let's make a quick scale model of this. Bump this up to 128 because I want a little better resolution on it. Bump this wireframe, and then scale 6 millimeter. This should be able to make the mold in that we need, but then we also want the flat side because it's a keyed cylinder, so one side is a little flat. So what we do here, we press O to go into perspective mode, and then we can scroll wheel to change this. And what O does, well, you can see what it does here. We can basically force this side to be squished a little bit. There we go. And then that should give us a good key for it. Hope Obiwo's throat is feeling better. It has been feeling better today. Yesterday when I woke up, it felt horrible. Today it's been a little bit better. I do wish it was I probably should let it heal up a little more though too. Alright, and then this is the center hole for the screw that needs to go through. Wait, Blender can be used as CAD? If you're willing to be a bit of a menace, yes. No, listen, this is the secret that CAD heads won't tell you. If you're willing to be a little clever and use a suboptimal tool, yes, you can use Blender as CAD. The thing is that, the main thing going on here is that CAD is just a lot better. Like, if you're using, like, free CAD, you know, you have nice little measuring tools, whereas if you model it in Blender, you have to make sure that everything is scaled proportionate so that each one of these little ticks, each one of these squares is a millimeter. Actual CAD software is easier. I can't afford Autodesk Inventor, and I'll be honest, if I have the option, I don't want to give Autodesk a single fucking cent. They're maybe one of the most predatory companies out there. Oh, you can just use free CAD. Oh, you can just use... I got some bad news for you, some real tragic news for the Foss Copers, but like, every freemium CAD program that I've ever used is dog shit compared to the Autodesk version. Like, it's very unfortunate because Autodesk is so dog shit and I don't want to give them a single cent, but every free option is so bad. It's not even close. I would literally rather use Blender. Doesn't Fusion 360 have personal license for free? What? Can you name what my job is right now? And can you name what I'm doing right now? And then tell me if that would fall under their personal license use. You see, you can't get away with being a little scudsy about it when you're, like, video recording yourself doing it, because they will fuck you in the ass. Like, it's... they're not gonna care. They will if you're broadcasting to the world, motherfucker. I've catted up some wonderful things in Autodesk Inventor and used the cam to build the toolpaths for my homemade CNC. That was before I ever streamed. Now that I stream, we don't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. Anyway, what was I doing? I was getting this prepped up here. Okay. This is the actual cylinder hole, but then let's actually make the cylinder that it's going to couple into. So this is what we're going to be taking the negative from. So the idea is that this is going to take a negative out of this cylinder. We're going to do that with a Boolean modifier. Now, if you're trying to make things for 3D printing in Blender, which once again, you have to be a little bit of a menace to do, but use the Boolean modifiers. It makes sure that they are watertight. It makes sure that you're actually producing something that can be printed. You are not guaranteed to do this otherwise. Here, so it actually looks centered. This should be enough. Oh, and then on the other side of this. Because what you want is you want the screw head to be able to recess in. So the idea is that shaft goes here, screw goes through to shaft, but then the screw head is under, so it's not touching the metal that you're gonna bolt in with this. That's the idea. That's the idea that we're going for here. So I'm gonna also take a Boolean modifier of this guy. I just realized that this one is squished. Hang on, get rid of that. Forgot that that was like that. Okay, use the little cylinder, duplicate, and yeah, we just want to make sure that the thing can grip enough, but it doesn't get too crazy. But it needs a little bit of grip. Lip bite emoji. We apply all of those, and then we can delete our base shapes. And you can see that now we have a recessed screw hole, axis hole, or axle hole, and then the one for the screw to go through. So mess with the shaft, but don't let the bolts touch. Remember, fellas, it's only fruity if you let the bolts touch. This is gonna make this way easier to actually, like, square up as well, just having this. Okay, hang on. Give me a cylinder scale to 2 times. That gives us, because it comes in 2 millimeters wide, so scaling to 2x, this gives us a 4 millimeter cylinder. I'm using the numpad to change the perspective like that. And then I'm gonna move out screw holes there. Pressing X, Y, or Z keys on the keyboard will lock you to the axis. That's how I'm able to drag that. Here, look, I'm doing this like a fucking tutorial. RZ90. That's R for rotate, Z to lock to the Z axis, and then 90 for 90 degrees around. And then we do select Shift, hold to select all these, Control, or Shift J, sorry, Control J. Join. Now this is one object, and this is a second one, and then we can do Boolean on this guy, add cylinder, select difference, and now that'll make this hole in it. And then we do select this Shift A, sorry, Control A to apply. Delete that, and now we have a 3D printable little jig that lets us couple our things together. You should install the keyboard overlay add-on. Oh, yeah, there is that. I've seen other, like, people that make Blender videos use it. Now, if you want to get real fancy, we could save a little filament here. This doesn't need to be this big. Let's do a cube. RZ45. Rotate by 45 degrees. Go down like this. And then add modifier bevel. That gives you these little nice rounded edge. Then Control 3 to... Holy shit, it lagged. And now that's added this curvature to it. Now if we go on our bevel and we apply the bevel, and then we go into the applied and we go Control R. This lets us tighten these up a little bit, and you'll see when I go back over that now this has tightened the curvature of the edges up pretty considerably. You can probably tell it a little better when it's in this mode. Anyway, my point is, because this is all enveloped, now what we do... We leave edit mode, first of all. Oh, actually, I should probably... We're gonna get a weird contour if we leave it like this. So, I'll also do this in this dimension. It just makes it tighten up to those corners better. So it's a little rounded. We're being fancy now, right? And then go ahead and apply just to make sure that it saves that as a mesh instead of it being a transform. We can actually move this down. If you want to see what's inside, we can wireframe it. And then we do this, and this time we do a Boolean with the cube, but instead of having it cut out, we do intersect. Which means it's only what's inside the cube, and then we apply and delete the cube. And now we have this wonderful little filament saving jig. And now we can export STL and get it printed. Now, is this better than using CAD? Absolutely not. If you have Inventor, use fucking Inventor. Don't be doing all this. You can add like a fucking rounded edge like nothing in there. But if you're a FOSS chud and you're forced to use free software only, and you happen to be good at Blender already, then this is pretty good. I'm gonna do death cylinder bracket. Export STL. Now open this guy up in Bamboo Studio. I think I'll send it to my A1. You know what? I have the P1S and the A1. I kind of like the A1 a little bit more. I don't know why. It just like... It works pretty well. The one thing I don't like about the A1, something that inevitably happens with 3D printers is if you have filament sit in them for a long time, the filament takes on water and it becomes brittle. And in the A1, or in the P1S, when it becomes brittle, sometimes it'll break off in the AMS system, which is really, really annoying. Because then you have to take all the spools out and pull the bottom of the thing out and then pop out the little PTFE tube and pull the filament out. But it's kind of worse on the A1, because even though you don't have to move all the spools and it's not like as much of a pain, you don't have to like find somewhere to set them all while you take them all out. Getting the PTFE tube disconnected and decoupled from the head of the A1 is so fucking hard. You actually need like a special tool to do it. And I 3D printed the tool, luckily, before I needed it. Because if this is your only printer and you get something stuck and you have to pop the PTFE tube out and you don't have it, you have to like really, really go in there with some tweezers to fucking press the release part down. It's so annoying to do. That's the only thing that I don't like about the A1 that I think the P1S is a little bit better at. But if you properly, like, take care of your filament, you don't have this problem. But I'm a little lazy sometimes. So you know how it be. 3D printing bros crying in the crib when they have to do a fraction of the effort someone with an old sewing machine has to do daily. I've done a lot of sewing too, so you can't even pull this one up on me. I don't think you are, but I'm saying in general here. Yeah, you deal with a lot more annoying things. Dude, any thread craft is infinitely more annoying than 3D printer stuff. Oh my gosh, dude. My throat is still pretty rough. It is unfortunate, too. Hang on, what I call this thing? Oh, death cylinder bracket. Let me get this thing sliced up. 20 minutes. All right, let's fucking go, brother. Oh, wait, it does need a little bit of supports for that undercarriage. That bumped it up a couple minutes. Not too much. We'll print it in green, because why the fuck not? Also, because I think that's my strong PLA. And then send it over there. Who's messing up their sewing machine? Dude, literally, like, anytime you have to... Anytime you run out of thread on the lower spool. Like, am I crazy here? But is it not, like, a massive... Is there something I'm missing? Or is it not a massive pain in the ass to thread the lower spool up through the base again? It fucking sucks. It's actually the most annoying. It's like designed to be rage-inducing. Getting these really long tweezers so that I can pull the thread through after I've got it, like, spooled up on the bobbin and everything actually saved me so much. Before I was doing it by hand and it fucking sucked. Before, what I would do is I would thread it through a scrap piece of thread, tie it to the one that's underneath, then pop the bobbin in, and then pull the scrap piece out until I got to the knot, and then cut it off. Because that was literally easier. Your hands are too big, Slab Man. I've got, like, not super wide fingers. I don't have those big, like Albanian sausage fingers that everyone who, like, works in a medical profession where you have to go up in someone's asshole has. I've got, like, pretty scrawny fingers. Spending, like, 5 hours trying to find out... Wait... Trying to find out if your tension is off or timing is fucked. Y'all ever use a serger overlock? If anything fucks up on the winding of that, thank God you only have to spool it up like once in a blue moon, because if anything gets off on that thing, it is hell to fix. Yo, think too much. Thank you for the $2. Thinking of things becoming brittle. Let's start our Wordle with the penis meta. Bro, that don't even... Okay, that's like not bad. Kimira Dabs, thank you for the $5. Potato-powered PC, literally not possible. It would take like a billion potatoes. Let us see the 3D printing. I don't have a camera on it. Do you want me to move my camera over to the 3D printer? I guess I can. This shit is not sponsored by Bamboo. They gotta be getting my ass for this one. Here, hang on. Why not? I don't think we're not using it out in front of everything else yet, at least. The 3D printer is in the scary corner. Where there's like no light. Here, hang on. Check it out. Yeah, see, look, I'm telling you, scary corner. It's dark over here. Actually, if I turn this light on, that'll, yeah, that helps a bit, actually. Once it starts actually printing, I can cut that camera angle. Pull up cookies again, because people get mad when I don't. Ruin! Lose 3 septillion cookies. Ah, shit. Aye. Do you just free ball your A1 with no poop bucket? Yeah, the poops just kind of fall on the floor somewhere. When I moved out my old shelf, I found like a pound of them under the desk. My fancy sewing embroidery machine has an automatic threader, but the hook bends if you breathe on it, so it does not have an automatic threader. You let it shit on the floor? Yeah. Ours is just a random cardboard box. I've literally never had a poop bucket for it. I could use like a tin can or something, I guess. You play some of that High Guard? No, isn't it just Apex Legends, but like... Jeff Game Awards likes it. I've only seen people posting about it. I guarantee that it's not nearly as good as Jeff thinks it is, but it's also not nearly as bad as, like, internet gamers are acting like it is. I'm willing to bet it's delightfully mid, if I had to guess. Because the average, like, raging gamer fucking hates Apex Legends. But Apex is actually a pretty fun game to play casually. I say as someone who's pretty ass at it, it's fun to play with friends. I've played a decent amount of it with friends. And it seems like it's just that. Played it and can confirm it's very mid. With friends, maybe, but I hate it. Seems like the perfect bros we should try this game. You only play for a week with the boys. It is free. You don't know how many bros we should try this game that I've dropped like $20+ on, and then that shit never gets opened. Holy shit, wait, did the camera just glitch? Ah! No, I think it's fine. Would you believe me if I told you it's a 3v3? Wait, is it just 3v3? I thought it was it's teams of 3 Battle Royale. Is it not it's not Battle Royale, it's 3v3 like Overwatch? It's like more lesser Overwatch, I guess. It's 2 3v3. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that was what it was. I haven't tried it out. It's on a giant map, that's why it has mounts. It's 3v3 Overwatch on too big of a map. Is Overwatch 3v3 or 6v6? I can't remember. Or 5v5. I can't remember what it is. I never played Overwatch because I had a life. Ha ha! No, it's actually because I couldn't afford it. There were better games to play that were free at the time. It's 5v5 now. What do you mean now? It was 6v6. Okay. Okay, so it's basically just Overwatch then. Why does everyone want to make Overwatch so bad? Also, isn't Deadlock out? Isn't Deadlock the thing to play if you like Overwatch but you want something distinctly different from it? Once again, not a gamer. I've been playing fucking Star Wars Lego for the last month. Money? Deadlock is third-person shooter Dota? Deadlock is a MOBA. Oh, okay. It's League of Legends. Okay, okay. It's third-person League of Legends. Overwatch was gas, but UO was poor. Yeah, me deciding not to start playing Overwatch because it was too expensive. And then it's the image of the guy turning away from the thing of gyms right before he mines it, except instead of a thing of gyms, it's like a sewage pump underneath an outhouse. Y'all have to, like, fucking understand. I probably saved myself a lot of time by not getting into it. I did get into PUBG, though, which was pretty fun. Once again, fun with friends. Oi, oi. You would have been a Winston main? Would I? With a big map, points of interest, base defenses, it's similar to Minecraft Bed Wars. I fucking hate Minecraft Bed Wars. That shit is ass. Also, hang on, I'm getting distracted. I was supposed to still be getting the chassis for this setup. I'm thinking what we do is, even though it's going to be mounted so that it can be isolated, so we could mount it on this side, and we'll just square it up center with this ring, basically. And then that can just be strapped to whatever the fuck. But we need, like, I don't know, 2 2x4s mounting these poles so that it can roll around on top of them. Because I think it'll be better if it's supported by structure, even if it has the mount on the axle. Do you still eat a Gorilla Biscuit-based diet? Brother, the time I ate Gorilla Biscuits, I was shitting like crazy. The Gorilla Biscuits wrecked my diet more than anything else I've ever done on stream. I'm never eating them again. Sorry, biscuit heads. That shit was ass. Oh, wait, shit, never mind. Didn't realize that was load-bearing, Gorilla Tape. We'll keep that on it. Guys, you know what? I think I need to increase the 2x4 budget. We've been using the same 2x4s for projects so much that they're starting to literally fall apart. I feel like maybe, you know, I think we're making enough money that we can afford another 2x4 or two that we can chop up into little pieces for building improvised projects. Hang on a second. Let me see if I got a better one in here, dude. Oh, wait. Maybe I could chop this guy up. He's just laying here. We've been having this problem for the last year and a half. You're right. You're right, but that doesn't change how things be. Here, hang on. I can just measure this and chop this in half, and then that'll give me enough support that I'll be able to mount these in it. my measuring tape? You know what they say, measure once, cut twice. Haha, fellow kids. Oh, it's in here. Two foot even. Makes that easy. Using a 2x4 to cut a 2x4. How was the first 2x4 made? I think that these batteries that these off-brand Ryobi batteries that I bought for the PC powered by drill battery stream might be dog shit. I think they might be absolute dog shit, I fear. Here, hang on, I'm getting my other one. Check out the print. Oh, sorry, the the camera hard froze. There we go. Check out the print. All right. That was all we needed. We really had to battery swap mid single cut. Truly impressive what we're dealing with here, brothers. Alright, now we need to, let's see. The wild thing about that battery dying is I'm pretty sure I've only used that saw like once on that battery. So that thing really fucking rebelled. It really said, nah, man, we're not doing this. Never measure cut once and make it work. Amen, brother. Okay, it should be like this. These don't have to be perfect. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Where's that other 2x4? Holy shit. Yeah, that'll do it. I don't like this bit that, like, grabs in and screws itself into the wood. But I guess it works. Works pretty well, at least. Then how do we mark the next hole, you may ask? Easy, brothers. Good evening, Kings. How the project going? Is going fine, bro. Yo, Spirit Can, thank you for the 13 months. Thank you. Gizmo the Godly, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. And Bipolar Express, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. It smells like cedar wood chips in here now. This isn't cedar though, but it smells like Pet Supply bedding. Alright. And then hear me out. There we go. Smooth rolling. Now maybe we should like fasten the bearings down a bit. Probably not the worst idea ever. But we got something here, okay? I should also probably scrape this paper off or just have this be the designated dead zone. See, like, these are drifting over, and it's not even resting on them. There is a dent in this can, which is gonna kind of fuck it up. Dudes in India would be proud he had such clean metal to start with. Yeah, all the ones they're running in those videos is like, it looks like it's been absolutely devastated. Where is the end of the tape? I think it's here. Damn it, whatever I did last time, I cut strips into this tape roll, and now I'm... I think I cut them too deep. They're going through all the way, and they're peeling off. I see the cookie clicker save is going well. I'm not taking any more gifts from y'all on Cookie Clicker because it's always like 20 cookies. It's always an absolute waste of my fucking time. You need to meet Electro Boom? I've never talked to him before, but I've watched his videos forever. Hang on a second. Let me give some cookies to someone else on here, because I've never do it. Sind? Wait, you can only give 1,000 cookies? Are we dead ass, bro? You can only give 1,000? That's it. That's fucking it? That's literally useless. And you can also only type 100 characters of, a message. Box design. Here you guys go. Free cookies. You're welcome. Dude, I want to give you an octodecillion of them. What the fuck is that? It's literally free cookies. It's free cookie clicker cookies. They are worth nothing. So it's not crypto or anything. Good to know that my subscriber messages go unprinted on YouTube. Oh yeah. YouTube, it prints the membership, or it should at least. I know it's missed it a couple times, but for some reason it doesn't print the message that you type in when you do a membership renewal. It has to do with YouTube's API or something. So, I'm very sorry for that. But I will pull it up on here. No, it doesn't show. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Have you ever thought of what you would name your Gamer Subs flavor if you got one? About as much as I thought of what I would name my, like, 15th Lamborghini. Like, I think you need to understand, I'm so far from being able to get a Gamer Subs flavor. Because to get a flavor, to even be considered for a flavor, you have to already have a shaker, and you have to have sold thousands of them, effectively. Hey, the print's done. And I'm only, like, halfway to being able to maybe get a shaker. So, you know. I'll start thinking about it if it gets a little closer to viability. What would it even be? I don't know, probably something about cigarettes or green sludge. What is a shaker? It's these cups that you get with the gamer subs that let you shake the powder up. Will shaker have regular U on it or big booby U? I'll tell you what, I'll run it by chat before I get it made. If I get to the point where I'm in talks for one. Doesn't it reset at the start? Yep. I'm going off of, like, average monthly uses of the code. Alright. What about naming it toilet wine? You guys can throw out all your bad ideas right now. I'm not gonna remember them in, like, the years it would take for this to even become a thing that I would be thinking about. Like, I think that one day, with enough people using the code, we'll get to the point where we have a shaker. I don't think we'll ever get to the point where we have a flavor. Legitimately, like, not that many people get them. We are watching you on YouTube. Oh, hey, Crossing Bunny. Glad you're enjoying it on YouTube. I could see the... I could see the chat up. Someone on there said his first stream was doing something to his basement toilet, making prison punch in it. That was not my first stream. Maybe that's the first one you've seen, though. I don't have context here. My first stream ever on anything was, me reviewing the edits that I used to make for other streamers. I used to make edits for other streamers. And it was the 1-year anniversary of me doing that, and I went through my own edits and I ranked them on a tier list from how good I thought they were. That was my first ever stream. And then my first, like, cam stream was doing cooking, if I remember correctly. Not to say the ad is working on me, but Monster is getting expensive. Yes, yes! You are the ideal demo, because you already drink caffeine and energy drinks. Okay, having the bearings stabilized makes them way better, actually. YouTube is better than Twitch, but no one looks at the YouTube chat. I would say there's a trade-off. The Twitch, like, chat culture is so much better than YouTube, it's actually, like, laughable how bad YouTube's is. You guys are nice, though. But, like, the way the chat works, it punishes, like, jokes. Like, people are constantly... I'm looking at the YouTube chat right now in moderator mode, cause someone will say, like, penis, and, like, the message gets blocked. And that's not even my filter. That's just a filter that YouTube employs. Also, if you click on the chat, it doesn't show, like, current live chat. It shows top chat, which is, like, this arbitrarily chosen... what the YouTube AI thinks you want to see. So, you can go and switch it to the live chat, but the default for everyone is for it to show top chat. So, what people generally see, the general experience of using the YouTube chat, is you not being able to see a true live chat. It's seeing everyone's seeing like a different selection of top chat that isn't actually there. Like, I'm sorry, guys. The platform just doesn't work the way that I want. Also, I can't make my robots read the chat messages, because on Twitch, the chat is an IRC. And if you're aware of what an IRC is, it's a really old communications protocol. It's very easy to read with cheap hardware. And on YouTube, if you want to read the chat, you have to make an API call. And you have to make an API call every time to get an update of the messages. So what happens is they have a limit. They have a rate limit on it. And if you try to pull for messages more than once every like 5 seconds, it times you out from reading them. So, like, I can't fucking make any of my robots do it, and my chat can move too fast for any, like, external chat tools to actually be able to read it correctly. Basically, they just fucked up everywhere. I don't know why they did it. Love you guys on YouTube, though. You're cool. The platform, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing for live stream. Now, for videos, YouTube is basically, like, unbeatably, insanely good. Even as much... The real tell that they are the winners is that they keep doing stuff that fucks over creators and no one important leaves. Why? Because there's no competitor that's even, like, remotely close. As much as people would love for there to be one, they are the best by a massive shot for videos. Also, their analytics tools fucking kick the living shit out of Twitch. Except on live stream analytics. Those, they don't tell you hardly anything. You don't even know what your average viewers are after a stream is over on YouTube. But for everything else, like how the app works, oh, YouTube clears on app function. They've got a little bit better infrastructure on that. Whatever they did in August to change how views were counted hit a lot of creators. Oh yeah, so if you haven't seen the updates on that, people have pretty confidently figured out what it was. So YouTube actually didn't make a change. It was August 11th, if I remember correctly. YouTube didn't make any changes. What happened was ad blocker, or the repo that ad blocker pulls the block list of trackers from, added a couple extra YouTube trackers that YouTube had started using a short while before. When that update went live, that tracker being blocked made it so that it no longer counted your view on YouTube. So anyone that doesn't have a majority child audience that watches on, like, tablets got absolutely fucked. So, like, I know Linus Tech Tips was talking about it because that really hit them. Red Letter Media talked about it, though they thought it was like the restricted mode thing. There was a lot of people that fell into that. They thought it was the restricted mode. It wasn't restricted mode. That was a complete red herring that actually had nothing to do with anything. It was ad block changing, and anyone with a majority adult audience suffered pretty heavily, especially if they're an old internet tech savvy adult audience that's running largely ad blockers. Oy, oy. Anyway, it hit me pretty hard. My views, like, halved when that happened. They've come back a bit because, like, the channel has grown since then, but never to what they were right before that. I knew there was something up, though, because the ad revenue didn't change at all. So I was getting half the views, but I was getting paid twice as much per view. And then once it came out that it was likely because of that ad blocker change, it's like, oh, that makes sense, because those guys weren't getting... I wasn't getting anything from that regardless. LTT didn't notice their revenue hadn't changed at all, but they were talking about how it might impact their revenue. No. That's not incompetence on the writer team. So this actually did impact a lot of creators' revenue. Namely because when you negotiate sponsors, they look at how many views your last few videos had, and use that to determine how much they're going to pay you. So yes, them losing half their views probably cost them a lot of money, because LTT makes way more money off of sponsor deals than they do off ad rev. Ad rev is a minority gain for them, because they're such a brand and they do like reviews and shit, so they get all these big tech names to sponsor them. All right. Check this shit out. That's pretty good. We're pretty professional now. I hate the ads on YouTube. The only way around them is to pay because ad blockers don't work anymore. See, I should tell you, yeah, you're right, bro. You definitely do, but nah, there's definitely some ad blockers that work. Not that I'm encouraging you to use them or anything, but if you're the knower, then you know that there are ones that work. Are you making a rock tumbler? No, but this would work as a rock tumbler. Look, you'll see, you'll see. It's a magic sequencing drum. I don't know why people are too stupid to get UBO running on Chrome. Not everyone's a tech guy. It doesn't mean they're stupid. I've been paying for YouTube since YouTube Red. I pay for YouTube Premium. It's actually like, dude, because I unsigned up for Spotify. I canceled my Spotify subscription because I get YouTube Music too. So it's like, shit, I get music and I don't have to deal with ad blockers. Because I like to watch YouTube on the TV while I'm in bed, and I don't want to have to set up some fucking side-loaded smart TV ad block. So it really is, like, I don't know. It's one of those, if you can afford it, premium is actually pretty nice. But if you can't, there's plenty of ways around it. Yo, Teal Seal, thank you for 1,000 bits. Poop dollar. Thank you for 1,000 poop dollars, brother. Hang on. Our 3D print is done. Whoop. There we go. Yay. Here we go. I should put the other 2x4s on the side here to lock the frame in place. Oops. A pie hole works great for blocking ads on a TV. Maybe I'm bougie, okay? When I was in college, I had all of that set up. I had the pie hole. I had like a custom. Was it a DNS? I had this whole, I had custom router firmware, I had all the stuff, this shit broke all the time, and I'd always have to go in and fix it, but it was worth it, because I saved that $10 a month, baby. Once I got a full-time job, and a lot less free time, you start realizing that maybe it's worth $10 a month to not fucking worry about it. And I know that people on the internet will always be like, no, you can't do that. Look, I'm paying back the youth, okay? What the hell? You don't need a pie hole, just use your host's file. I made my own YouTube. Does it just have videos of you on it? Also, speaking of, while we're talking about ways to get around using web services, because I'm not gonna lie, it only costs $10 for you. It's nearly 20 here. I think it's like 12 bucks. Traitor. So see, here's how the system works. If everyone uses ad blocker, the internet crumbles because the entire infrastructure of a lot of things that you use for complete free are based on the fact that the ads that run on that page are paying for the content. You can leech off of a completely free internet because grandma doesn't know how to install an ad blocker. She doesn't know how to get rid of it. So she's paying to subsidize you. When I was young, I didn't have any money. So I was rocking the ad blocker. I was rocking not paying for any subscription services. I was literally, if it cost $5, I'd spend 5 hours trying to not pay it. But now I'm able to pay $5 to not have to spend 5 hours for something. So now I can subsidize the guys out there like you that don't want to have to do it. Now you can have it for free. You're welcome. All right, hang on. Where did my motor go? Because I had it, like... I literally... Oh, I put it over here so I could... Generational impatience. This stream brought to you by Google. Also, not to say anything, but YouTube Premium pays more to the creators than you watching the ad. Which is kind of crazy. Also, Twitch Turbo... pays more than you watching ads, but I don't monetize my Twitch. I don't monetize with ads. Not yet. Maybe I will someday. And I'm sure people will be fucking mad when I do. I pay for some stuff too that includes you, so there's that. I do appreciate it. Twitch Turbo versus subs. I mean, a sub is the best. That's the best way to support me. But if you watch a bunch of different Twitch streamers, it's a better deal for you to get Twitch Turbo. Even though it's a better deal for me if you subscribe to me. Isn't that because Turbo Premium assumes highest ad layout where individual ads vary? Yes. So on YouTube, okay, let me give you a little peek behind the curtain on ad stuff. The amount of ads that you are shown on YouTube is the amount of ads that YouTube has determined you are able to be shown without wanting to click off the video or leave the site. If you load a video in and it has 20 ads and you're like, fuck this, and leave, YouTube goes, oh, don't give them that many ads next time, because that made them click off. That's likely a reason why. Right? So, on each YouTube video, when you go in as a creator, you set points where an ad can play. Not a place where ads will play, but just a place where the ad might play if YouTube thinks it can show someone an advertisement. If you don't put very many of these, YouTube will just add their own because they want there to be a certain number. So you can't put like one, or they're gonna be like, no, there should be one here, because they want to have options. So a lot of times what people will do is they'll just go in and they'll put a billion ad spots anywhere where one might potentially play. And the 0.001% of people that never skip an ad and never click off the ad will have to watch all the fucking ad spots because YouTube has determined that that person will not leave the site. I don't do this because, one, it's a pain to go in and add a bunch of them, and two, I don't want to be like, fuck that guy to this degree, right? But YouTube Premium will pay you as if you watched every ad spot. So if you click on a video, it'll probably load in 3 or 4 ads in the middle of the video, mid-roll ads. But the creator will likely have, if it's like a 30 to 40 minute video, 20 to 30 ad spots in the video. You will only pay out, if you watch the ads, assuming you don't block them, if you watch the ads, the creator will get paid for those 3 or 4 that it decided to show you. But if you're a premium, it's gonna pay you like 20. So you end up getting a lot more off of premium, basically, is what I'm saying. Also, if you get a lot of ads, it's your fault. You gotta tell them, you gotta show YouTube what's boss, then they'll stop showing you so many. That's why long videos make so much money. The Temu bike video that I uploaded, which has 150,000 views, has made more money than the hydraulic press grilled cheese video, which has over 500,000 views. Because that video is like 20-30 minutes long, and the Temu bike video is 90 minutes long. It really is. YouTube tries to incentivize you to waste as much of people's time as possible. So basically block a shit ton of ads. Basically skip ads as soon as you can, and if you load up a video that has too many, click off of it and then come back and watch it later. I like the Temu bike video. I do too! That was a good video. That one, I didn't even need it to make ad rev money because it was a sponsored video. But luckily, it did so well that I'm doing an even more ambitious stream of a similar variety, so stay tuned for that. That'll be in February. Is Faptua, thank you so much for the gift sub. And Pancake Misery, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, thank you. And House Izan, thank you for the fresh T1. I appreciate it. Great video, good pacing and production values. Yeah, amazing video. Wonder who could have edited that one, Tomato. I wonder who the editor for the Temu bike video is. What did you do in the Temu bike video? I bought a tricycle, like an adult-sized tricycle, and an e-bike conversion kit, and a bunch of other random bullshit for bikes on Temu. So the cheapest shit that you could possibly get. Then I built this homunculus e-trike using all the cheap parts, and then I took it out in, it was in like December, and drove it around for like 20 miles to see if it would withstand. Where's the Temu bike now? It's in my garage. I plan on bringing it back for something. This is not the end of it. It's too good of a gimmick. But we're gonna be doing another similar buying cheap thing on Temu and then doing stuff with it. And it's gonna also be sponsored by Temu because it's going to cost thousands of dollars to pull off. So this is we're into some high budget shit now, but when the stream is sponsored, I can afford to be a little crazy with it. But man, I feel like it has some insane potential. I feel like it has some insane potential to be, like, really fun. About time they sponsored you. They sponsored the e-bike one. Because that one would have cost, like, oh man, it was like $1,200 or something if I had paid out of pocket. But then they sponsored it, so they covered the project fees. Bless up. Just passed my driver's license finally? Hell yeah, Neon Pickles. Good job. Add the Predator engine, make it a hybrid. That's a tempting offer. It would actually be cool. And also, not only do I have the Predator engine, hang on, let me find my self-tapping screws real fast. I need, one second. Okay, here we go. Forget the Predator engine. I actually also... Well, not forget it. I might end up using it because it would be pretty cool. But, not just the Predator engine. I have a diesel engine that someone sent me that I haven't used yet. Because I haven't had time to prime it and everything. But it has really... it's very flexible, and you're able to use biodiesel in it. Meaning I could have a stream where I make diesel fuel from cooking oil and then power the engine from that. So if I manage to get that wired up to some kind of vehicle, that would be pretty cool. Yo, Dorkia, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Hang on 1 second before we continue this project. I gotta take a piss.
I get knocked down, but I never get, the hell don't keep me down. I get knocked down, but I never get, the hell don't keep me down. I get knocked down, but I never get, the hell don't keep me down. I get knocked down, but I never get, the hell don't keep me down. He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times, he sings the songs that remind him of the best times.
Back, baby. This song hits. It goes pretty hard, don't it? Not too shabby. We're gonna... Okay, hang on. First, I think I should drill a center hole. Let me make a dent for it. It's like not quite the center. That is. Okay. Hang on, hang on. I put away my main drill a little too fast. We need to drill a hole so I can run a screw through the axle. How fast can you piss? I'm a bit of a speed pisser. It's like bursting a balloon. You don't have to say shit like that, you know? No one's forcing you. Hey, Color Red, can you make a new compilation for me of people saying something more foul than even I'm down with? I feel like we got we've got a decent amount of real freaks in this chat. Oh my gosh, I didn't put the fucking... Oh my good lord. Yo, K1 Noki, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hey, on Feb4256, thank you for the 30 in use? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that money? Thank you for the 30 paper clips. I'm gonna build a pneumatic algometry device for my PhD from eBay tier ingredients. Any advice? I think if you're going for your PhD, you're probably a little more practiced on this than I am, but I do wish you luck. Bro is from the year 3000. Bro is paying me 30 Imperial credits for this message. What? I've never seen that symbol in my life. I've never in my life seen that fucking symbol. It's shekels? Wait, it's dead ass shekels? That's awesome, actually. It's worth $9.66. Yeah, well, it shows the worth on the YouTube like chat. Because it color codes the messages. I just had never seen the currency in my entire life. A paperclip dead ass. It looks like a paperclip and the guy's profile pic is a fucking paperclip. Bro paid me 30 paperclips. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude. It was actually meant to be. That sits right there. That literally, this sits right on the 2x4. Actual fucking perfection. How dangerous is this? Not super dangerous, but I am wearing the fireproof coat. So, you know. That always means I'm either cooking or I'm doing something that might catch on fire. I saw the can and I thought, I could stick my dick in that. Haha, you should post that on r/very interesting. That's a very interesting observation. Epic comment, bro. You should post it on r/cock. Guys, I'm not gonna click on it because it's gonna be something foul, but can someone... I need a brave soul to go out into the world for me. Can someone go on the r/cock subreddit and tell me what's there? And I'm like 90% sure what it is. But I just have to know, and I'm not going on it myself. Probably chickens? Oh, of course. I don't know why I would think otherwise. As a homo IRL, it is just cock. Maybe the greatest delineation ever dropped on stream as a homo IRL. No, it's a bunch of penors. Alright, excellent. Thank you, brave soldier. ChatGPT, scrub the chat immediately. Flag everyone that sent back a report. Give everyone that reported on this the gay tag on 7TV. This is some real, like, dead dove, do not open type shit. Bro, I have no idea what could possibly be on the subreddit. Please go check for me. I had to use the fucking extendo screw. Hey, that actually worked. This sitting right here, that's divine. It maybe needs like a very slim shim to make it fit perfectly. But dude, it's like it was meant to be. Alright, hang on. I need some more Reddit warriors in the chat. Do you guys go on the r/balls subreddit? Hang on a second. I think I've actually lost my damn mind. It's just testicles, boss. Okay, just had to know. You know what? I'm refraining from future missions. You guys do not have to go on the r/penis subreddit. I think I might be able to infer what may be there. You're not gonna believe it. Dude, it works! It's... I'm realizing now how fucking dented up this thing is. It fucking wobbles around. Look at this shit. Alright, hang on a second. It needs a little shimming. I think literally just a little bit of tape on this will fix it. Me when I'm literally a rotating cylinder. Dragons and cars or whatever. Bro, do not go on the Dragon fucking Cars subreddit, bro. You do not want to know. Bro, you do not want to know what's on there. You will never believe what is on there, bro. Bro, don't go on the bread stapled to trees subreddit. Haha, it's actually really funny and interesting. He doesn't know, bro doesn't know skull emoji. Those who know skull emoji. I'm not going on that meltdown again, bro. We've already done it once. What is the purpose of this? You will understand when it's all said and done. Do you guys ever get those Instagram reels? Do you guys ever get those reels where it's like... somebody who's like, I do this every time to throw them off, and it'll be them, they'll have like a remote control and they'll like wave a battery around it or some shit. They'll be doing like some like hokey ass thing, but acting like it's like this very important procedure that will definitely save them from like the feds or whatever. Do you guys get those, or is it just me? That's just your algorithm, man? Did any of you guys get, like... okay. Maybe my algorithm does do that, because it does literally just send me videos of, like, people with mental issues. And I'm not trying to, like, exploit the mentally challenged. That's not my goal in life at all. But, like, they just keep... they just keep showing up on my feed. I don't like them or anything. But they just keep feeding them to me. The platform is neutral. It delivers what you want. Dog, I don't want this. It's delivering me what it thinks I want. Am I crazy from heavy metals? Maybe it's from me Googling, have I lost brain cells? So it's trying to send me videos of my peers. Yo, Long Hung Cock, thank you for the $2. Rip to the brave souls who witnessed the Reddit. You literally have cock in your username. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, Aiden Denning, thank you for the 200 bits. Hey man, my first super chat. My B-day was the 10th, so happy late B-day for me, but also wanted to say hi. You're fishing for a happy birthday, aren't you? It's okay. Happy birthday. Happy very late birthday, brother. I hope you've been doing well. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yo! And now... Psych, I got you tricked into watching a fucking rock tumbling stream. I'm turning this into a rock tumbler after the stream is over. Hang on, let me take these fucking screws out. I can hear there's still one in there. Rolling around. I love rock tumbling. Alright, hang on a second. I need to, like, brace this more. This will probably do. Yeah. Then we just need some long screws. Yo, thank you for the 500 bits, R Purin. Look, it works. It does work. Here, let me throw you in the tumbler. Yo, Upropic, thank you for the $2. Love the stream right now. Salutes. Thank you. And Big Knuckles, thank you for the 200 bits. Win the OnlyFans account being made. I'm not a fucking whore, okay? I'm not doing that shit. Get rotated, idiot. Heh. Nerd. I forgot this was the 2x4 that keeps splitting. Yeah, that should be fine, bro. Don't worry about it. Shit. That literally, that could not sound more unstable if I tried to make it. Pilot holes? I don't need pilot holes. This one has the soy milk fed sticker on it for some reason. So I don't know what project that was on before, but it probably warranted that. Whoa. Ow! Motherfucker! Does this shit not want to go in? Here, try this one. Doing this while powered is really, you know, we gotta show its strength here. This is getting Homer Simpson spice rack energy. Nah, bro, it's fine. So what are you making? Just wait, bro. You'll understand it all soon. Bro doesn't understand. Bro doesn't recognize immediately what this is. Imagine not recognizing immediately what this is. Couldn't, and I mean couldn't be me. It needs to rotate faster, ooh woo. Rock tumbler, it's not a rock tumbler. Spoiler, it's not a rock tumbler. Needs to rotate faster? I don't think I can make it rotate faster, it's a gearbox. If we just do everything while this is on, you get this lovely ambience of the thing in the background. Here, hang on a second. Yo, Rylitha, thank you for the 100 bits. When you turn this thing into a rock tumbler, can you leave us in the can for a few months to see what happens? You want me to put you in the rock tumbler can? Alright, maybe. I'll consider that. Should print out a little manual gearbox for the thing to step it up a bit. I technically could do that, I guess. That would involve remounting all of this. And this is so lovingly duct taped down. Oh shit, he's doing something that's not Lego. Bro, that's I do project streams every week. Multiple times. You should take pictures. Thank you for the 200 bits, Big Knuckles. You should take pictures of all your projects after and upload them to a website like a Discord server to archive them. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. It would also give me a source of images to make YouTube thumbnails from, which is something I've wondered if I should do for a while because all my thumbnails are just screenshots from the stream. What are you making? Don't worry about it, bro. It'll all make sense soon. Can we build a Tesla coil out of Legos? You know, I probably could. Hang on, that might actually like go crazy for a stream. As like nothing as that seems, that might actually go insane. Do they make copper filament? Well, like 3D printer filament? Yeah, they make copper, like, infused filament. I don't think it's fully conductive, though, because it's suspended in plastic. There's a lot of trade-offs with that, specifically. But that's not what I would use. I would use electronics when I need to, but there's a lot that you could do with Lego. You could, the big thing that I think would be, what the fuck? The big thing that I think would make this kind of viable is that you could make the main coil with Lego, but you could also make the capacitors with Lego. Dude, and the spark gap. Dude, wait, you might actually be able to make a Tesla coil with Lego. That's not just complete clickbait. I need a primary like energized wire also to energize the entire can. I think you found your next stream idea. That's not my next stream idea, but that's a stream idea. Hang on. Let me actually, I'm gonna note that one down. It needs further research. It's not like ready to go, but that is like, that's an actual good idea. That's like in the realm of viability, you know? Have the common wire touch the flat side with the motor? That would work. I could do the common wire here. Could also do the common wire here to hold on the side, but you're right, because here it doesn't need to worry about sequencing. So it could just contact the whole damn can. Stream idea, boil and egg in hot oil. Didn't Ordinary Sausage just do that? I'm not gonna steal his ideas. He's doing good shit. I'm not gonna just steal Ordinary Sausage. Yeah, and it exploded? That's awesome. He could have fucking died. Nah, he knows what he's doing. Exploded. Dude, he literally exploded, bro. Whoa. You'll understand. If you do that, you'll literally explode. Been watching him since almost the beginning. I watched him ever since, I think he got found by Moist Critical. I think that was like the original person who was like, holy shit, look at this guy. And I've been watching him since that. Not that I'm like a Moist Critical enthusiast or anything, but I see his stuff sometimes. His influence is cannot be understated. Alright, hang on a second. I'm gonna use different screws, because it doesn't like these. Also, these are just not good screws for this. The sausage guy had like a whole different vibe before Moist. Like, he genuinely looked like a quirky guy. What is this fucking manifesto? But after Moist, he kinda became a whole new thing that did not appeal to me. I kinda want to see a universe where he remains the same calm and cool collected self. Like one of those archivist YouTubers who just document their local architecture and museums instead of going to the latest attraction. I gotta give some mad props, because I know where you're coming from on this. There's a lot of people that I have followed on YouTube over the years, and some of them, they start getting popular, and then they start using their popularity to do things that will make them more popular, and steamroll their channel into becoming, like, more and more of a thing. And I totally, sometimes that ends in their channel becoming a lot better, and sometimes that ends in their channel drifting away from what I originally liked them for. But I do, like, understand why they do it, especially now that I do YouTube myself. Like, I get it, right? But I gotta have a lot of respect for the guys that they start getting popular and they're just like, all right, I don't care that I'm not gonna take advantage of this to the point where I'm gonna make like a good career out of it. I'm gonna just keep making the exact same, like, not very popular content that I was before. Thanks for staying consistent despite your tremendous fame, Slap. Yeah, my tremendous fame. I don't think I've really changed my style too much. Some little things have changed from the beginning. Early on, I did do a lot more stuff where it was like chat-controlled stuff. But, and now I don't really do as much of that. So it changed a little bit, for sure. That wasn't because I was trying to appeal to anything. That was just because I wanted to shake up what I was doing. Like, and also, it didn't work as well once the audience was bigger. Need to let chat control a knife? That's an old-ass stream. I think that my streams have been better ever since that I quit my job and was able to, like, actually focus on them a little more. But I'm sure there's someone out there that probably likes the old unrefined ones better. It wouldn't surprise me if there was. I haven't really seen that much. I think most people like the newer stuff, but maybe someone likes the, like, deranged 3 a.m., like, fuck, I gotta come up with a stream schedule. Robot that pours a beer made out of 3 2x4s and 5 pneumatic pistons and the same controller that all my other projects use because I don't have time to program a new one. There's definitely a vibe to that. I gotta... This project that we're doing right now is very similar to those old ones. Yo, Uproar Topic, thank you for the $2. I loves you, Cryptic Man. Oh, thanks, bro. Rylitha, thank you for the 100 bits. And Long Hung Cock, thank you for the $2. You should make a paintball sentry gun. Little out of my expertise, but it is a cool idea. Well. Tell you what, I'll do a little research, because OpenCV is probably a lot further along now than it was in 2008 when I last played with it. Something like that, where you use like a face recognizing thing on like a Raspberry or something, and then you have a little sentry bot that's able to go. I can send you a modded tip, man. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll tell you what. If I'm getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, this would be pretty cool. I Did a Thing did that. All right, never mind. I don't want to copy I Did a Thing. My niche is different than a lot of the other tech YouTubers because the other tech YouTubers do things that are actually good engineering, and I'm just a crackhead with an engineering degree. And I think that niche, it's good for me to stay within that specialty. I was about to suggest OpenCV. Yeah, man, I used that shit in the 2000s when it ran like complete ass. Oh my gosh. That was a while ago. I just realized I restripped the other end of the wire instead of a new wire. Planning on going to college for engineering. What college should I go to? Honestly, unless you're like giga smart, like 5.0 GPA, perfect score on your SAT, just go to the... If your state school has a decent engineering program, just go there. Don't go to big expensive schools unless you are literally like top brass like 0.01% student. I would recommend you go to your local state college because it probably has scholarships and shit that you could take advantage of. And if you manage to graduate without debt because you took some scholarships, you're going to be better off than a lot of your peers. Don't get bamboozled. Don't go to a really good college that you can barely get into. It's going to suck ass. Don't do the same mistake I did. The same mistake I did before I dropped out and then took, and then actually was able to take advantage of scholarships. 4.2 is what he means. Sorry, different schools do different GPAs. For some with, like, AP credit classes, a 5.0 is the highest you can get. For some, it's 4.2. For some, it's just a flat 4. And then AP credits are, like, declared differently. Also, this is, like, brutally unfair, but if you're at one of the ones that gives you a 5.0 as your perfect, you have a higher chance of getting into big schools with it. Even if, than a guy who has a 4.2 where you've literally got the same juice, but they just, like, report it differently. Professors are smart and missions is stupid. By schooling up to a 6.0 weighted, oh baby, you can get it. Bro, you gotta leverage that. No debt is a huge bonus. I would say it's the most important bonus. Go wherever you can get scholarships. That should be the priority. Really, unless you're going to, like, MIT, jobs don't care what your university is. The main advantage that you get from going to a fancy university is the connections. And unless you are, like, smart enough that in a university full of valedictorians and straight A students, you can still be a straight A student, you're probably not going to be able to leverage those connections. You have to say I went to MIT at a TED Talk? Dude, if you're from one of those countries where you can just, like, buy a degree, you can also say that shit. I feel like LinkedIn has devalued degrees because I will see people on there that claim to have, like, a degree from effectively every major engineering university, and I'm like, bitch, I know you did not go to all of these schools. If you have the piece of paper and actually know your stuff, yes. You want more? Hang on. I was given engineering career advice last night, which is maybe ironic because I fucking quit my job and I wasn't, like, a fantastic engineer. But I was an engineer and I got an engineering job right out of college, and you can learn from my errors. Can I have your degree? No, you gotta work for that. They're gonna, let me tell you, people have, it's funny because there's all this stuff where it's like, you can't get away, don't lie on your resume, you won't be able to get away with it. But the place that I worked for straight up hired a guy who full on, not only fabricated his, like, GPA and his knowledge, he fabricated his whole fucking degree. He didn't even go to college. He literally, bro, lied about everything. And he didn't get found out because they, like, ran a check on him. He got found out because he didn't know how to do shit. Because he got hired to be a C programmer and he didn't know how to program in C. I don't know how he thought that one was going to play out for him. Not the greatest engineer, but a pretty good candidate for the new age Bill Nye. Hey, Bill Nye, the science guy, was an engineer. A mechanical engineer. I remember, because he, What did you major in? I majored in electrical engineering. Do not decide to wait a year or two to find a job after college. Absolutely not. Yeah. No. Try to get out of there as much as you can. An honorary mechanical engineer. I can tell you guys this. I am a better entertaining crackhead on the internet than I was an engineer. I wasn't a bad engineer. I wasn't the bottom 10% or anything. I worked in R&D, so I was working in a field with people that were more talented than me, is the main thing. But also, like, it's more that just, this is absolutely something I'm better at than that. He was a 1X. Yeah, I was a 1X engineer. They talk about the mythical 10X engineer. I was the fucking 1X engineer. I was exactly what I needed to be and nothing else. Alright. Feed this guy through. Hang on. This can be our live anode. And then, yeah, baby, that looks like it's gonna work. Elon Musk thinks he's in 11X. He's just he's just good at managing. He's not like a grand engineer. People like to give him not even the credit of that and be like, actually, he's dog shit all around. But like, no, he raised up enough companies that like, he clearly knows how to make a company work and sell it to a bunch of, I won't say idiots, but people on the internet. There we go. Not saying you're lying, but I love how post-job quit, you were like, they would not pay me for my skill level, I deserve so many raises, and now you're like, yeah, I was pretty dog shit. I'm being humble now. I'm gonna give you with, like, I'm sure you don't work in engineering, or probably anywhere for that matter, but I'll give you a little food for thought. You can both be not great at something and still be underpaid for it. I know that's maybe hard to understand. More realistically, I was mid. Not fantastic, but not horrible either. It's rotating way too slow. No, it's not. It's rotating just fine. Alright. That also seems to work. So let's, get rotated, idiot. Let's get some plugs in on this. Alright, hang on. I have one of these. We can actually take a couple out of our big 100 plug gang that we have. This is gonna be the next YouTube video. It won't be the next one, but it will probably be a YouTube video. Hang on, we gotta see if it's gonna fucking work first. Also, once this thing goes live, it's gonna be a little dangerous, so, probably should insulate the ends of this sticking out, because those are gonna also be alternatively live. Also, featuring Finn, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate you. Hang on a second. I need more plugs. More plugs. Alternatively, I could hook these directly up to light bulbs, I guess. Oh, wait, actually. Hang on, I could do that. Shit, I should have gotten some indicator lights or something. Something to make it. What if I plugged in the lights that are in the basement? Hang on a second, yeah. What if I plugged the lights overhead into the sequencer? That might be pretty cool. Hang on. Let me dig around. I need to get my... Oh, hang on. I forgot I had this down here. It's my case of Ninja's nut milk. Alright, there's one plug. And then, so we have one. Can you... These are ganged together, I think. 2, 3... Or no, I think it's just one. I think those are ganged together, so that would just be 2. I need at least 4 for basement Rave. And I know I can scrap them, but I'd prefer not to if I have the plugs sitting around. So I'm just going through my shit right now and seeing if I have, Damn it. I know that I had a little... Look, this is how I store my stuff. Maybe I should learn, like, a better way of doing this, but, like, I don't know, man. It works pretty well to just put it in cans. Please use the neutral side for switching. Yeah, I was planning on doing a neutral switched. Though I didn't think it would be that important, but if you insist, I can make it happen. Dude, I know that I had more, because what I do... Okay, so, when you're making bullshit like this, it is cheaper to buy an indoor extension cord and chop the end off, chop the plug end off to get an AC power cable than it is to buy a cable and a plug and put the plug on the end. So I know that I have a bunch of sockets laying around because I always do that for my AC power cables. I just don't know where they're at. I'm trying to find where I stashed them at. Oh, I could also scrap this guy out, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not, actually? One second. There's another one. Also, here's the plug that we can use to energize it. Life Red King, permaban the next time you ask someone to join a Minecraft server in my chat. You cannot come in here and advertise shit. Long Uncocked, thank you for the $5. A device that dispenses a monster every time you punch a hole in the drywall. Nah, I feel like the Kyle bit is kind of washed. I think it's kind of fallen off, bro, you know. Alright, hang on. What am I doing? Where? Dude, where did I put all my plugs? I know I have more. Maybe I stashed them over here. I do have these long ones. These long boys. What the hell? I have the I have a switcher on that? Hang on, hang on, hang on. It has got to be. We're only one away. One away, and then we've got it. We've got all that we need. You know what? I might be accumulating too much trash. Cause like, where the fuck is anything in this basement anymore, man? Oh no, bro. Brother, I know I have one around here and I can't find it. I could chop it off this relay board that I have mounted to the ceiling, but I occasionally will pull that out for a project and actually use it, so I don't want to get rid of that. I don't know, maybe it's whatever, man. It's part of the remaining infrastructure that's hung up here from the bunker escape stream. Because when I did that, I wired everything in the basement up so that it could be controlled by that central, like, PC. So I had a bunch of relay boards I mounted into my ceiling. And a lot of them are still there. They haven't been used in, like, since then. But I've salvaged parts out of some. I'll be like, oh, I need a relay board. Oh, okay, I can just rip it out of the ceiling. Because it's still there from that project. Or in this case, oh, I need a plug. I can just rip it out of the ceiling. We need to do a calling of some chat members to clean the masses. What are people doing now, bro? Are they being bastards again? Or is it just the guy with shilliest Minecraft server? Oh, dude, what are we doing here, bro? Alright, 1 second. Alright, I'll just chop it off the ceiling relay. This thing doesn't need to run anymore. I just realized these all have active 5 volts, or 12 volts running to them for the relay control. What does POG mean? Oh my gosh, we're getting more people from YouTube. Bro was fresh from the YouTube boat, laughing, crying emoji. Alright, line is the fat one, neutral's the skinny one, right? Dude, I'm 43. Okay, you get a pass. Alright, Unk. You get a pass. It just means, like, epic. It's supposed to show an emote. An emote of a man with his mouth agape going, oh! Yo, Hogs Hoodie, thank you for the 100 bits. Dono to the void. Not completely to the void, because I saw it. Oh, that's seriously epic. Look, man, I don't know how else to explain it, okay? Listen here, Grandpa. Don't be on my ass. I'm explaining it best I can. Line and neutral are literally the same thing? Not really, though. Does YouTube know Kappa? Kappa's pretty washed, I'm not gonna lie. So I wouldn't blame them for not knowing. Hang on, let me pop a golden cookie on Cookie Clicker. Oh, baby. That did fucking nothing. Hang on a second. Dude, the ground hum is driving me insane. Listen, the minute that they'll deliver shit to me again... Oh, neutral's the fat one. Okay. Neutral's the fat one. We gotta make sure they're all consistent, okay? Because if they're not all consistent, then when we go through... and these short together, it's gonna blow the breaker instantly and maybe just, like, kill the stream. That reminds me, I need to run the extension cord over here because I am not running this on the same breaker as my PC. Alright, hang on. We'll use these guys. If you have AFDD breakers, you are screwed. I don't know. But I've done a lot of dumb bullshit on these breakers and gotten away with it, so... Gonna want to electrocute yourself? I'm not gonna electrocute myself. It'll be fine, brother. Be safe. I'm gonna be safe. You guys doubt me too much. I bet he got semen breakers. Limbite emoji. I gotta stop doing that. 120 is considered low voltage? Yeah, I know it is, because it's not gonna, like, arc to you, right? That's the primary, that's the primary delineation of it. I don't know what you're doing, so I'm scared. Classic guy who doesn't know what I'm doing. Tisk, tisk, tisk. They always be scared, though. This will surely be fine. Don't worry about it. I know what you're doing and I'm scared. Oh, no. Hang on a second. Hang on, bro. We gotta get, we gotta wire these... Oh, my gosh. We gotta wire these lights over. So, hang on. This guy wired over. Oh, it even reaches. That's not even, like, hard to get. Hey, on this guy, I'll just leave unconnected, because I can't be bothered. Well, we only need the 3. We don't need all 4. Anyway, so we'll just leave him unconnected. He'll be our little unconnected Jimmy. And then these guys all get tied together. I'm a bit of an electrician myself. If you saw the wiring I did on this house, they would not be happy, but, you know. Bet I can get that bitch to pass inspection, because it follows. I did use the NEC guidebook. Okay. Let's plug this guy in here. I'm realizing now, the problem with making it like this is that, the problem with making it like this is that all the lights in the basement are going to turn out for me to test it. Which is kind of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and start it moving now, just so we get, like, you know, something. I'll be real, bro. I do not know why the receipt printer is plugged into the other outlet. It is not in any risk of, like, losing power at basically any given time. I'm just gonna plug it in here. All it's doing is taking an extension cord that I could use for this. advanced Rave light controls in this basement, which should be excellent. Ah, shit. This one has a ground cable. Just chop off this part that keeps you from plugging it in if it's got a ground cable, bro. It'll be fine. It's not even using the ground cable. Bro is from Ohio? I don't know what you mean by that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Lamau, Ohio, Lamau. Bro is literally from Ohio. Skull emoji, laughing, crying emoji. Alright, and then finally, this guy. Look how low the frame rate gets when it's this dark. Hang on, I need a light that I can use so that you guys can actually see shit while it's doing this. Hang on, Temu flashlight, save me now. There we go. Here, I can hang this from this. Yeah. Who needs, like, proper camera lighting when you can have Temu flashlight hung from the hot water pipe on the ceiling? Yeah, this should work. Now, maybe I should put on some gloves, some welding gloves. This is where things get a little spicy. Alright, ready? Now let's see if this works. Oh, I should put on... Hang on. Should probably wear safety glasses just in case it blows up or some shit. Alright, let's see if this works. Ready? Yeah, baby, it works! Dude! Literally works, and it actually works with the sequencing. Alright, hang on. Let's unplug it. Unplug it so we're de-energized. Let's also stop it for a second. Alright, so the idea is that we should be able to sequence different things. Making this the lights of the basement was maybe not the best idea, because now I'm having to work around it being... Okay, so... Right? Like, that'll turn that light off, and then... Hang on. Holy shit, this painter's tape is, like, falling apart. I think it's gone corroded. When tape gets old, it starts fucking crumbling. Gloves near rotating cylinder. Are you daft? It is the slowest rotating cylinder of all time, bro. Dude, this is how they be staging this shit. And then we can even have them all go off in one strip. The best part is, now I'm showing this with ridiculous high voltage because normally high voltage controls are very, like, finicky and expensive. So this is like something where you would actually save a lot of money by doing it. Here, what if we made this one real short? Literally just a little blip there. So it does a real fast transfer. I wish I did have a speed control, because it would be cool. Alright. Now you can see how this sequences now, right? So go doot 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 doot. Because these three cables, this one, I'll just bend him out of the way. He's not doing anything. These three right here, are what dictate how the lights light up. So where you put the tape, it keeps it from conducting against the cylinder, and then that indicates that the light goes off. Timing is set by the gearbox of this motor, but if we were using a stepper motor, you would be able to change the speed. So you would actually have even more control than that. Let me suit up again. Slowly gets degloved by a 0.05 RPM motor. They're gonna do this to my cylinder later. This is advanced technology. Now let's try it out. Dude, that's awesome! That's actually so fucking cool. It works really well. Hang on. I need you guys to see this. Let me get the camera. Over here. Dude, it actually works so well. You could hear the sparking of it, too. Alright, dude, check this shit out. Look at this, man! That's awesome, right? It's actually going through the sequences and actually getting it all. Maybe the Slav Labs seem haunted? It's a little haunted looking, but I'd say it's pretty par for the course. Dude, it works! That's awesome! Alright. Alright, hang on. Let's turn it off real fast. Your neighbors are gonna see this and freak out. Dude, we did it! That's actually so cool. Oi, oi. Am I crazy or am I hearing sparking? Oh no, it's sparking every time it rubs from the tape to the cylinder. Can we sequence it to Caramel dancing? Probably not, but we probably can sequence it faster, which is what I kind of want to try here. All right, let's go to the main. Okay, yeah. It starts here. This main strip here also is because it's kind of nice that it's on this can, because when it's on the can, you can very easily see where like the trace that it kind of falls into goes. It's like a music box. Oh, you know what I should do, actually? Make it so it turns all the lights off. So it goes like... doot, 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 and then that'll do... Yeah. So that only one light is on at a time. Dun, dun. And then that there. Yeah. This'll do it. Oh, wait. That's actually probably not wide enough. A music box you'd find buried under the roadside in Afghanistan. You're feeding my lack of sleep. I'm sorry! I'm not the one telling you to not sleep. Hang on. Move it a little further down the line. This should be a lot faster. So I should do a fast sequence. And then maybe we can have it do some, like, staccato sequence here. Where, like, all off, all on real fast. Maybe. This is like the alarm clock that one kid brought to the White House. Oh, hey, I remember that. That story pissed me off. Not because of, like, any perceived implication. But the fact that he said he built a clock when he very clearly... did not build a clock. He just took one apart. And I was like, motherfucker. I know what you're doing. Here, look, if it all hits this real fast. These are LED lights, so they're pretty quick response compared to, like, incandescents. Okay, wait, hang on. We're getting some advanced sequencing up in here. So that goes a little boop, boop at the end. Alright, you can see the pattern. I know you guys are looking at this through a flashlight, but if it makes you feel any better, I'm also looking at it through a flashlight. Whoever edits this for YouTube, can you make sure to, put some, like, insane music behind it that's synced to this? Okay, one second. Let's do this shit again, brother. We'll see how much sparks it throws off on this pattern. Oh my gosh. It's not quite fast enough during that one part. Oh my gosh. It's going insane. It's insano mode. Hang on. Can I... I hate this? No, I think you mean you love this? Also, fucking rare camera angle. Rarely can you see the entire fucking basement from this angle. Needs glow sticks. Ohio-shaped EDM remix. Hang on, do I have anything on here that's like... What does this do? That's not it. Alright, hang on. Do you even hear that? That's fucking low. I can tell I downloaded this from YouTube because you can hear the click subscribe sound effect in the audio file. The fucking royalty-free rock music for YouTube videos. This is how to save on your next gig. Don't invest in big lighting when you could have coffee can technology. This rocks. Hang on. This side, that sucks. That music fucking sucks. Alright, hang on. Oi. Oh! I just fucking chucked my headphones on the floor like an idiot. Throw Scarlet Fire on. Scarlet Fire. Hey, oh, wait, that would actually work. Yeah, hang on. Also, I had to turn the desktop audio so fucking loud for that. Alright, one second. You're right. Scarlet Fire is royalty free. Or it's YouTube. Thank you, Otis McDonald. This motherfucker is making shit with AI now, but, you know, he had a good run. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, let's fix the part of the sequencer that literally... Oh, hang on. Let me run it all the way around again. Let's fix this part here that literally won't run. Hang on, hang on. This also won't. Whoa! You make a series of noise-producing accessories for this? Not in this stream, but eventually. I cut a live 120 cord by accident. I recommend not doing that. Thank you for the 199, though. I appreciate you. That drove. Surprised you don't have a UPS for your PC. I simply run all my crazy stuff on a separate circuit. Relay, thank you for the $2. Some of us remember what pogs are. I know what pogs originally are, but you have to understand that there's a difference between, like, you know, what something was versus what it means now. The term pog only exists from a guy who got really excited when he won a pog, like, competition. Alright, hang on. Let's get this shit rolling. Let's see if we can, let's get the Scarlet Fire Rave going. There we go, baby. Thank you, copyright-free YouTube music. Holy shit! Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Oh, fuck. This shit ain't printing. Sorry, I can't help but jam. It's just too fire. Thank you, Takashi, for the fresh T1. Oh my gosh, Shooting Starburst, thank you for the 4 months. JJ5, thank you for the fresh Prime. Rastal Yawn, thank you for the 100 bits. OG Joseph, thank you for the 3 months. This is what it'd be like if I was a fucking DJ streamer. Walker Guy, thank you for the $5. Replace the bean can with a Facebook Marketplace treadmill. Consider that. Takashi, thank you for the 5 gift subs to Ondolf Starbus, Cricket Bug, B-Mang, Nemo Curie, and Shinojo25. Rod Blockard, thank you for the 100 bits. Ellen Real, thank you for the 100 bits. And Windexo, thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate you, brother. This is not the stupidest. Oh my gosh. This looks like the credits of a deranged 24-hour DJ stream. Say this to a DJ streamer so he can set up his own personal rave. It is effective. What can I say? Holy shit, we ran out of Scarlet Fire. No. Oh shit, it's this one. I've heard that in videos and didn't know that was YouTube default music. Alright, hang on. I've never heard the end of the song. Yeah, me neither. Yo, Krusty Peter, thank you for the Prime sub. And House Izan, thank you for the T2. Oh my gosh. Crab Dip, thank you for the gifted sub. Hang on. Cue me up Scarlet Fire again. Hang on, wait. What's another fucking banger that I won't get copyrighted for? What's another Otis McDonald banger? Ever Felt Part 1. That's not really what we're going for. We need some funk music. Alright, this one's gonna get the VOD silenced. Hang on. Alright. Yeah. This one's gonna get the VOD muted. This certified font classic. Yo, Gigs, thank you for the T1. Appreciate you, brother. Alright, hang on. Fucking save me, dog. Save me. Alright, while we're getting this shit muted, give me 1 second. No, don't worry, I have a I have a much better one. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah. There's at least one person in this chat that'll fucking recognize this shit on sight. I need to get a fucking DJ deck for this. Yo, XX3 Liz, thank you for the fresh T1. I appreciate you. And my sucks. Thank you for the fresh T1. Appreciate you, brother. This rocks, dude. Omega Ross, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Appreciate you, brother. Much love from here in Ohio. I hope everyone's feeling great tonight. Mr. Gothic Ruler, thank you for the $2. Xenogenesis the Fat Rat. You just keep on being funky, brother. That's not what a DJ would say. Oh, what I'm smoking. Garfield Fan 420, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Appreciate you for that one. You play some air horn effects? Yeah, where's my fucking... I don't have it near me. Yo, Fox Mom, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate ya for keeping it real. yeah, Chad has to provide the horn. That's what it... I had to remember not to touch this thing. Oh, I guess I'm wearing the gloves. This can kill you. Yo, Jake Ford. Wait. Yo, Sting, please. Thank you for the gift sub to not Jake Fort. I appreciate you, brother. Mr. Gothic Ruler, thank you for the $2. Play Xenogenesis. It's royalty free. Let me cue that one up. I came from the testicle headphones and I'm not disappointed. Glad to keep you satisfied, brother. Eyebrow raise. Lip bite emoji. Jake and Bacon! Thank you for the 110 bits. Turn that shit up, Slab Man. Hell yeah, brother. '90s rave music. I found you through the clown woman. Hell yeah, brother. Base choice indeed. Hell yeah. Hang on a second. Dude, you can fucking hear the wait, listen. No. Hang on, Disney Eurobeat. Listen. Listen to the ground loop. You can fucking hear it. Alright, hang on. Xenomorph? Wait, what was it? Fat Rat? Xenogenesis. Outro song. Okay. I'll take your word on this one. What is this? Oh shit, I'm knocking the thing over. Shroom the voice, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know what you're talking about. There's some crazy shit going on for you, brother. No more names. Thank you for the 199. 2-month viewer? Hell yeah, brother. Here's to many more. Memento Vespera, thank you for the 100 bits. A request for SF2 Gilly's theme for the Unks in chat. I have no idea what that is. But that might be a me issue. Banui Bond, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate ya. Thank you. Ham, thank you for the 100 bits. I have another Disney request, Mr. DJ. Holy shit. Let me check that one in a second. Fuck. Ooh. Gigs, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate ya. To Absol-sama, Crazy Monkey, Yo Mama XD, Kurosaki, Dwayne IRL, thank you, brother. Fox56, thank you for the 11 gift subs, holy shit. To Ninja Nope, Soundman, Chief Keef, Skahili Namakura, Captain Chinchilla, Death's Head, Catboy Nero, Mom Basta, Killerine, Slice the Duck, and Jaderjoff. Jaderjoff? I think we're getting it twisted, brother. Remember, guys, never get it twisted. Uproar Topic, thank you for the $10. Can you play anything from my AI slop channel? No! But thank you for the dono. Spaghetti Cat, thank you for the $1. Can you feel my heart funk? It's copyrighted as fuck, but that hasn't stopped us before. King Kashova, thank you for the 100 bits. Just anything that is awesome, like from Dr. Cylinder. King Epic, thank you for the 100 bits. Can we play Dr. Dick, Mr. DJ? Trust me, brother, I have your best interest in mind. And don't you worry your little head about nothing else. Size a DJ, thank you for the T1 sub. Hope your take... That sparked a little bit when I touched it. Hang on, hang on. We can't be having a party when we're not going. No, hang on. I think we need to... Well, hang on a second. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on, bro? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not wrapping up because I have donos to read. Hang on. This goes crazy. This is also going to get us copyrighted, but... So there's some things more important. There's some things more important than copyright. And that thing is good vibes. Am I right, fellow kids? R.I.P. a VC. Bro was slamming 1 bottle of tequila a day. Don't be like a VC. Unless you're making fucking sick-ass beats. Do that part. Not the heavy drinking part that led to his premature death. Banui Bun Bun, thank you for the 100 bits. This is going fucking hard. Hell yeah. Mr. Gothic Ruler, thank you for the $2. Sounds like a Diplo song. I can see the semblance. Size DJ, thank you for that sub. Rylita, thank you for the 100 bits. Comrade Otaku, thank you for the 500 bits. Hope you're having a good night. Carson McGee, thank you for the $2. Found your channels yesterday. Glad to catch live. Glad you're able to be here. RPRN, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Don't you worry. We're going out on a long note, we'll say. Vampiric Chipmunk, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you always. And King Kashova, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Just crafting a little pile of kindling next to the flammable cylinder? Don't worry about it, little bro. Upward Topic, thank you for that fresh membership on YouTube. I appreciate you. That shit is electric. Don't touch it. Cowabummer, thank you for the T1 sub. Fresh, too. Fresh to death, brother. Trevor, 99, thank you for the 23 months. Oh my gosh. The YouTube stream is gonna get taken down, bro. They're gonna get... They don't like this shit. YouTube, if you disappear, my condolences. Had to do it to him. Bibsmith, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs to Epsilon 98, Baldtrack, Infant Zero, Kenny Havoc, Vampirix. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Juriel, thank you for that gifted sub to Techno Newt. I appreciate you. Melocalypse, thank you for the 100 bits. Since my last receipt got lost, can you burn this one? I'll throw it on the cylinder and see what happens. Alright, hang on. Pankake, thank you for the 100 bits. High tier stream today. I think this is a pretty fitting end to it. Leuna, thank you for the 100 bits. And... fuck. Mr. Gothic Ruler, thank you for the $2. King Kishoma, thank you for the 100 bits. This goes out to YouTube, pour one out. I don't know if they've lost it yet, but I know that YouTube silences stream for copyright. Like they just straight up take them down in the middle of the stream. So they might kill this. Yo, Jim Beasy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Aladizor, Angel, Goan, Bara, Yasha, Bread Bam, Bob Piss, and Katzam. I appreciate ya. Now let's queue up one more little guy here. There's no way to do this that looks cool. Hang on. There's literally no way to transition this out properly. Where's the fucking... Wait, where's the original? Here we go. Now we're talking, brothers.
Dr. Dick, and when we
What the fuck is this?
Check this sexy.
Sorry, this is Help Me Dr. Magic. That's the TF2 parody of Dr. Dick. Only high class bits in this establishment, brother. Alright, hang on. Kill me for 1 second. Wrong, dog. Let it ride. No. Damn, it really doesn't want to give me the original song. Why this shit got 1,000 views, but it's uploaded by Erotic Official? That can't be right. Alright, hang on. Sorry, I have to use my YouTube Premium account for this shit. We're amazing, There we go. Only the subathon enjoyers understand why this song is the finale. Klish, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Happy Slot, thank you for the 300 bits. My admission to this rave. Welcome in, brother. Shamu Plays, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Rest in peace to the YouTube stream and your neighbor's sanity. If they look into the basement windows, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Either man dude, thank you for the fresh prime sub. Travito, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you always. Good boy Elmo. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hope you guys are all having a great time. And 77 Breezer, thank you for the 100 bits. Alright, fellas. I think it's time we wrap this show up before they get my ass on 20 counts of copyright infringement. In great honor of this, I'm raiding you into a Final Fantasy 14 stream. You're welcome. Mr. Gothic Ruler, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Klish, thank you for the 500 bits. Roast of Gay, thank you for the 2,000 bits. Holy shit. Hubert T. Jones, thank you for the 420. Blaze it. And Uproar Topic, thank you for the $5. Hope you guys have had a good time. I will be live likely tomorrow morning doing some gaming. We're playing more Lego games because I am a man-child. And then after that, on Thursday, we're going to be making some food from a horribly old recipe book. I'll not spoil the whole thing. But I hope you guys can catch it for that. That one will be at 6 p.m. Eastern. Gaming will be early tomorrow. Zarfar, thank you for that fresh sub. And Mad Ace of Spades, thank you for that 200 bits. I appreciate you, brothers. All right. All right, hang on. Hang on. Kill the lights, brother. Kill the lights. YouTube? Just hearing the empty sound of the motor is, it's a little disheartening. Okay, Twitch got this great, like, hey, YouTube, Twitch got this excellent segue out, and, you just got me sitting here while I have to press the in-stream button. So, I'll see you guys on Thursday when we do some 1910 cooking with a twist. I won't tell you what the twist is yet. Okay, I'm way too close to the mic. I won't tell you what the twist is yet, but it'll be something. It's something I found that I thought was a little funny. We're doing another, it's another curse cooking stream. You guys know how it goes. Anyway, until then, I will see you guys around. Goodbye. I can't end it.